I don't remember doing any other time.
People say you and Big L were going at each other. People say
they always say every.
Oh yeah, they always say that, but
these cats were
not going at each other.
No.
Everyone says that about Meth and Biggie on the what?
Yeah.
That Meth and Big were going at each other on that shit. But that you and Big have any shots at each other on Brooklyn's Finest? Didn't seem that way.
Irv says that all the time. I don't see where he gets it, but he does say that.
That record could have made you enemies, yo.
Why?
Because they going like that.
They both go in.
That record has made friends into enemies, debating who won.
Oh, the Big and
who did win?
The public. It's a very political answer, but it really, the whole thing about collaborations is so skewed. I think Nas did it when he was saying, Eminem killed you on your. I think Nas made that thing.
Oh, you're right. That
I think that was the point with. I mean, because we always thought it. We always thought who was better, Coogee Rap, but we still enjoyed the record. Now it's like you don't even get the record out before the person is saying.
Yeah, I try to enjoy.
Who won?
Yeah.
Who won? Like the record is not even out before. I when records coming out, they say, I wonder who got who. The record hasn't even come out, so now people don't even enjoy the record.
Listening for beef.
Yeah,
we just thought the same thing about. We just did that about Eminem and Nicki.
Yeah, see,
because Nicki held her own.
But that's cool. That's fine because we do that as just like human nature. But as long as we enjoy the record.
Were you offended? Were you offended by the concept when people say you got murdered by him on your own shit? Did that bother you?
No, I think he's a very intelligent rapper, and very, it's just when you make 4,000 songs. I'm a constant collaborator. Some people are gonna have better days. It's just the way it is. But if we count the amount as a competitor, if we count the amount of records that I've been on versus people who've had better performances, then it's gonna be like 400 to 3.
You're looking at the total record.
Yeah, but I'm just really just trying to make a great record. I don't get a person to hope they have a bad performance.
Right.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be hot. That doesn't work for you. It's your record.
Yeah.
I'll say this in front of Jay, and I'm proud that I can say this without anyone calling me a dick rider, because I've had this argument so furiously with people. Takeover beat Ether. Period. Because
I think it's a weight, and I think in the history when we look back, and I don't mean no disrespect to Nas, I think when you look back, it's not even close. The record, it's the record. If we
the
take
record,
Takeover,
the complete record,
if we take Ether, it's 100 times better.
That's what everyone gets into it because Nas said kind of meaner shit, right? But the beat to Ether, and no disrespect to Ron Browse, that beat is garbage.
It's terrible.
That beat, like Takeover, Takeover's yay or just?
The Doors, yes.
No, fucking Doors. Yay. Like, it's a monster.
Yeah.
And so to me, I always looked at the complete song, and everyone's like, yeah, but listen to Nas. And I'm like, yeah, Nas is saying mean, insulting shit.
And by the way, people moved the history around. When they played on Hot 97, they played Ether and Super Ugly. They didn't play Ether versus Takeover.
Right.
Oh, that's right.
But a lot of people don't know about Super Ugly.
Yeah,
but the battle, because Takeover, you say a line or two, like.
But the lines that he hits with are more meaningful if you're ahead. I know who I paid, God, Searchlight Publishing, but like you have to be sort of ahead to appreciate the jab.
But I just think it's just a better record.
I think
overall,
just
as a record.
Yeah.
If you know nothing about Jay-Z or Nas and you just put those two records on.
It's a better song.
Right.
Takeover's better.
It's too bad now that when Jay performs it and does the new version minus the shout-outs to anyone in the choruses.
Who?
It's like, ROC, we running this rap shit. No Chris and Neef shout-out. There's no Beanie shout-out. It's a different song in person now.
Now, I heard, Jay, that you were still sensitive and treat people a certain way that picked Ether over your song.
That sounds ridiculous.
You don't treat them a little.
Like, I remember what the fuck happened.
That's ridiculous.
No, you don't give them a little jab.
I don't even remember who. I don't even remember who did that.
So you're gonna sit here and tell me that you don't write down any of your rhymes. All your rhymes are stored in your brain, and you don't remember who picked Ether over.
Like you didn't hear people on radio.
If you look at that, if you think about it, think of it as a computer, right? So. If you have an iPad right there. So if you have music and it has the green thing, it has music and then it has other. That's my life.
The memory storage. Got you. So memory.
I
music
remember
takes up 90.
Things that I love and resonate with me. I remember things that don't really bother me, I don't care about, are other. And they're this small in my life. Like someone picking either, and I really mean this, and I don't mean this with no disrespect. I'm just being honest. I love when Andre did. I'm just being honest. I'm really just being honest. I have no idea who picked either. I could care less. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me in my life at all. It represents such a small thing in my life.
It's crazy.
Can you tell me a little about the idea? I love this. I wasn't DJing yet, but everyone told me about the promo idea that you and Dame had for In My Lifetime. Do you remember sending out the wax for In My Lifetime?
Yeah.
Tell people about that.
You mean talking about with the champagne and all that?
Yeah.
My cousin Behi, he really hates this to this day.
Why?
He hates all DJs because of this. Because he reduced himself in his mind to, this is a Brooklyn, guy who been in the street.
The pride is crazy.
He's making baskets, putting champagne and
confetti
party favors. Yeah, like he's gonna kill me for this. And lining the bottom of the basket with like that Easter stuff. You know that. You know that green stuff.
The
I don't
gift
even
wrap
know what
paper,
you call
like,
it. No, the
grass, like the
fake grass.
Yeah. He's lining it, and we're making big baskets, and we're taking it to the radio station, and he's standing out there at 4 a.m. to catch Flex.
With a basket.
And Flex is just walking by. Yeah, homie. Yeah. I get back to you.
And what did he throw? Threw in there 2 copies of the vinyl, a bottle of Dom P.
Yeah, it was Moet.
Oh, Moet. Bottle of Moet. I'm sorry. Yeah, because you had the bottle on the thing.
Yeah.
Bottle of Moet, and then some party favors, maybe some cheese.
Yeah, cheese and grapes and chocolate.
Did it
Did it
really
work?
had all that?
It didn't really work.
Nah,
Did the record get any love?
No.
Because I was just playing it on my nerd shit.
It didn't really work.
In My Lifetime?
No, man. Not on radio. Think about In My Lifetime.
All right.
First
one?
The first record on radio was the Ain't No and
Dead Presidents.
Dead Presidents.
Dead Pres got some love.
Wait,
Yeah,
which
both
In My
of those
Lifetime
records.
was that? That was the...
I always forget which version's which. The
This
Sierra
one.
Clark Kent one. I forget.
That one, right?
No, that was the remix. Wasn't that the remix?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the other version. It's the ooh, In My Lifetime. It's
So
the
that
sing-
was the remix.
That was the remix?
This is the original.
This is the real one. Okay.
Payday,
Yeah.
The Payday one was the remix.
Right.
This is the original.
Yeah. Where you playing that from?
From his computer speakers.
Yeah, that was the original.
Good tune.
Sick.
Very, very, very good tune. Let me wrap up. While we were talking about the battle thing, I want to wrap this up. You did Prodigy pretty dirty, as we all remember at Summer Jam and on Takeover. Do you still listen to the Infamous? Like, I feel like Mobb Deep, since you buried them, has sometimes, because you're so influential, have gotten overlooked when I truly think they're one of the great rap groups.
I think they're fantastic.
And do you ever still listen?
Yeah. I think they're great. I think Prodigy at one time was, one of the best rappers in the game. I don't know about ever, but I mean, in the game, at one point he was definitely...
He was up there.
He was close to being the best rapper. For a period of time, he was close to being the best rapper in the game.
Yeah. In the mid to late 90s.
Yeah.
His appearances were crazy. The I Shot You appearances and
Yeah.
all that different shit was retarded.